Hey, what's up, guys? Kyle here again. This is a movie review of Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3. Whew. Okay, let's see. Now, Iron Man 3 just came out, not yesterday, but last Friday. So it's been about a week since the movie's been out. If you have not watched it yet, still for some odd, strange reason, and you're afraid of spoilers, don't watch it. But I think within about a week of the movie's release, I would like to say it's safe enough to say that everyone in the world has pretty much already watched this movie. So I'm going to give my thoughts about Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 is one of my top 3 favorite Marvel book characters, next to Spider-Man and X-Men. And they could not have messed up Iron Man and this third installment. They couldn't have done it any better. The biggest issue, well, before I get to the biggest issue, I'll talk about one minor problem that I did have with Iron Man 3 that a lot of people don't think really care to mention. The Iron Patriot. They swapped out War Machine for the Iron Patriot. Now, yes, it's the same guy, Dan Cheadle, wearing the same suit, but still, really, the Iron Patriot. Here's what's wrong with that. What's wrong with this, having the Iron Patriot costume in this movie. If any of you read or don't read comic books, just for your information, the Iron Patriot was an Iron Man costume designed, well, stolen, but made by Harry Osborne, the son of the Green Goblin. Harry Osborne became the Iron Patriot when he made the Dark Avengers, who in comic books were a parody of the original Avengers, and well, they did evil stuff. So Harry Osborne made the Iron Patriot costume to symbolize both Captain America and Iron Man together, and establish himself as the leader of this new team of villains that he's made in mockery of the Avengers, called the Dark Avengers. So that's the problem with that right there I had going into it. Why the hell did they put Iron Patriot in this movie? I know it's the same guy that works the War Machine costume, but I'm saying still, why even have the robot uniform in the movie? Don't get it. Makes no sense. They could have just redesigned and make a different version of War Machine if that was the case. A smaller version. Then on to the main problem that everyone's pissed off about, and rightfully so. The Mandarin. The Mandarin was Iron Man's arch enemy in the comic books. He's what the Mandarin is to Iron Man, Grey Goblin is to Spider-Man, or the Joker is to Batman. You know, it's that arch nemesis, that number one arch nemesis that gets the hero. That's what the Mandarin was to Iron Man. And here, the Mandarin was a freaking actor. The Mandarin was a wizard with 10 pimped out rings on each finger like a pimp. And each ring held special powers that gave him powers as a wizard. But in the movie here, the Mandarin is portrayed as a front, really. You know, I guess you could say a patriot of war. You know, a stunt double, so to speak. He was an actor. He was a fraud. What the hell? And it ends up being this white dude in a suit who has anger issues, and if his testosterone get way too high, he explodes. He's the main guy behind. What? It does not make sense. The director that made this movie, was he thinking like, hey, Tony Stark's a billionaire, so let's make a villain and have a villain that's a billionaire that's just like Tony Stark, and match him not only in riches but also in power or whatever. It just doesn't make any sense to me. My friend and I saw this movie. We were geared up. We were excited. Came out very disappointed and disgusted with the direction of this third installment of Iron Man. I said it, and he agreed with me once I brought it up. Watching Iron Man 3 to me was like watching Spider-Man 3, where you go in due to the characters that you love, only for them to do a complete screw job on the characters and the origin of the characters and just mess everything up altogether. I mean, it's terrible. Absolutely just freaking terrible. I did not like this movie. A lot of people had mixed to negative reviews or mixed reviews of Iron Man 2. I didn't think Iron Man 2 was bad. I liked Iron Man 2 wasn't as good as the first, but I didn't think it was as bad as a lot of people had gave that out to be. After seeing 3 here, I definitely like Iron Man 2 way better than Iron Man 3. And like I said, I didn't even have that much of a problem with Iron Man 2 in the beginning in the first place. But I definitely like it 10 times more now compared to Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 was a comical, sure, it's great. But guess what? When you mess up the origin stories of the characters and everything else, comedy comes second, and comedy doesn't really matter at this point because you just pretty much ruined the entire freaking movie. Very disappointed in this. I mean, just very disappointed. Now, a lot of people got pissed off and say he kind of did like a Batman Dark Knight Rises again thing, where he walks away and stops being Iron Man, but then when credits roll up, he talks with Ben, aka Hulk Hogan, Ben Banner, and talks the possibility of being Iron Man again, something like that. That's fine with me, because in the comic books, Tony Stark did have a mental breakdown at one point where he did just walk away, and stop being Iron Man for a while. That's fine. I'm fine with that. But I mean, how we got there, I mean, the villains, it was crap. I mean, a bunch of super soldiers, with outrageous hormones, get pissed off and they explode and burn things. That was the villain in Iron Man 3. This was watching Spider-Man 3 to me. I put this on par with Spider-Man 3, and just the disappointment, the direction that they've taken characters and how they just ruined it. It blows monkey chunks. So this is one hero movie I'm not going to be picking up on DVD/Blu-ray, whatever. I'm not picking this up. This was crap and such a disappointment, considering Iron Man is one of my favorite Marvel comic book characters. So you guys give me your reviews if you've already seen Iron Man 3 in the box below. I want to hear your thoughts. I really do. Comment, subscribe. Peace.